Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Alex's Sports Talk Show. We are going to be talking about the NBA once again. Sorry for all you non-basketball fans. We will be getting out of the NBA very soon. Finals are coming up, though, for the championship, and it's definitely becoming, I wouldn't say America's sport, but definitely one of the top sports in the nation. Going to be breaking down the Game 4 game that will be happening tonight and kind of the rest of the series and kind of see, what adjustments the Raptors need to make and then what adjustments the Milwaukee Bucks have to make to advance to the finals to face the Golden State Warriors, who won the Western Conference last night against the Portland Trail Blazers. Get your brooms out. It was a sweep. Okay, let's dive into this. The Raptors are averaging 104 points per game while shooting 44% from the field. Defensively, they're allowing 99.8 points per game and 41.2% from the field. So, yes, Raptors are a very defensive team, and these high-powered offense for the Bucks is, having some difficulty scoring sometimes. But, that just goes to show how good the Raptors are. Something else with the Raptors that I've been noticing this series is that they are very, very resilient. And I've seen it a little bit, I'd say, in the first round series against the Magic, but I really saw it come out probably Game 4 of the Sixers series. They were down 2-1 and they came back and won in a Game 7. 3 fadeaway buzzer beater by Kawhi Leonard, who definitely has the clutch factor. I think he's really got to embrace the LeBron James route of the playoffs, like LeBron James did last year with the Cavs. He just has to take the offensive load because his starters and his role players aren't really necessarily hitting the shots that need to be hitting. So I think that Kawhi's really got to go just almost be a ball hog, and because he's that good offensively. He can create his own shots. He can, poster. He can shoot, and he has to take that role of the offensive guy, and he definitely has. But I think he's got to take it another step further. Something else for the Raptors starters and role players, they definitely need to be playing their best almost every night because the Milwaukee Bucks are that good. They're the number 1 team in the NBA for a reason and in the East. So if the Raptors want to win this, these other guys besides Kawhi have to play their best if they want to win, because Kawhi can't solely do it because they have an MVP candidate on the other side with Giannis Antetokounmpo and a very good starting and bench in the Milwaukee Bucks. So the Raptors, I definitely think, are going to be watching a lot of film past couple days and in the future if they get this win tonight, which I think they do. But I think they have to watch film and see, how do they get into the minds of these Bucks players and create havoc where they're causing turnovers for the Bucks and have them missing shots, closing out, boxing out. They have to go back to film and see how are they doing those things and then keep doing those things, because it's actually harassing the Bucks, because the Bucks are shot 14 of 44 from the 3-point last in Game 3, which is the last game. But that's pretty bad. You are not gonna win a game in the playoffs by shooting 14 of 44. That's just not how teams win. So everyone has to play their best. And then Kyle Lowry from Game 1, very surprised by this. Kyle Lowry had 30 points, shot 7 of 8 from the 3. Yes, Kyle Lowry. This is the same guy who we're talking about who did not make a field goal in the Game 1 of the Orlando game. 30 points. Yes, so whatever happened to him in that game, Kyle Lowry has to do again tonight and in the future, because that's what they need from their starting point guard who has been in the league at least 8 years. So Kyle Lowry, man, you better shoot lights out tonight, bro, if you want to win. I'm hoping for you and I'm rooting for you, but you got to knock down your shots tonight. Okay, moving on to the Bucks now. The Bucks are averaging 116 points per game while shooting 45% from the field, and they are allowing 103 points per game and 39.8% from the field goal. So Very similar stats to the Bucks. They're averaging 3 less points than the Bucks, but their also defensive field goal percentage is 2% lower, which is pretty good. So that I think that's just their ability to close out, and a lot of people on that team have really long arms. So I think that's just getting that extra 1 or 2 blocks or that lightly contestedness. So the Bucks have to shoot better than 14 of 44 from 3, but they've been doing really good defensively too. Danny Green, Fred VanVleet, Serge Ibaka have shot .429 together. Maybe last game or maybe the past 2 games combined. That is great. That is shutting down their starters and making Kawhi take that offensive load and making him more exhausted, to the point more worn out, I guess is the right word. So something, if they want to win tonight's game and in the future, is cut down their turnovers. They had like 15 plus turnovers last game, and I understand it went into double overtime, but at the same time, like, that's not how you win games either. Shooting badly and having turnovers, that is not a playoff caliber team. Fun facts for you guys before we go on to the West. Bucks are 4-5 on the road in these playoffs, and the Raptors have won 6 of their last 7 home games. So it's going to be a really tight game today. I think it's going to be. I think it's still going to be a defensive game. I don't think that these teams are getting the ratings they want, but they don't care about the ratings. I think the league cares about the ratings, but this is like a gritty series, and those are the kind of basketball games you love to watch. So Raptors playing well tonight in Jurassic Park. They're going to pick up another win, and they are going to force a Game 6 to the series. Giannis does not get it done. Giannis gets 32, 14, and 9 assists, almost triple-double, but that is not enough for the Raptors as they tear apart the Bucks in Game 4. Warriors won the West last night in a thrilling overtime game, and now they wait to face the East Conference champion, Milwaukee or Toronto. They will get the much-needed rest they have with their injury and exhausted team. Steph Curry played the whole second half yesterday. Draymond Green's been getting a lot of minutes. Klay Thompson's playing more than usual. And then their other role players, they had Looney, McKinney, and Cook, all young guys, play a lot of minutes because of their injuries to Kevin Durant, DeMarcus Cousins, and Andre Iguodala. So they're going to get the much-needed rest for these guys. People thought KD was going to come back in the Western Conference Finals, but he is still not able to play on that right calf, so he's going to get the much-needed rest, and I think he'll be back for the finals. Iguodala will be back for the finals too. DeMarcus might come halfway back into the finals. I'm not really sure, the diagnosis for a torn quadricep, but I know that's definitely taking some time. He's probably at least 3 weeks into his recovery right now, so they're going to get some much needed rest, especially I think this game is going to go to a Game 6 and possibly a Game 7, so that's like a whole nother week essentially for the Warriors to get rest. So Warriors, it is relaxation and rest time, so they're going to be watching film. They're going to be watching these Eastern Conference Finals and film to see how they can get better, and also how are they going to beat their opponent, whether Milwaukee or Toronto. I feel like these teams are both very similar in the way that they have a stretch big man. Giannis is MVP candidate this year and abnormal athlete in his features of his arms and his height and his wingspan, but Kawhi's the same way. Kawhi's 6'8", 6'9", and he has a huge wingspan, and they call him the Claw because his hands are literally, they're so massive. They're at least double, maybe 2.5 times the size of my hand. So he is also an abnormal athlete too, and they got shorter defensive type point guards and defensive minded teams as well. So I think that it's going to be interesting to see how the Warriors are going to approach both these teams differently. Something else for the Warriors, they are going to their 5th straight finals appearance. It is the second most in NBA history, but it is the leading most finals appearance in the 4 major league sports: baseball, football, hockey, and basketball. Unfortunately, some of these major league sports were not created in the 60s with Bill Russell's Celtics when he took them, where they won 11 straight finals. So that's why the 1960 Celtics are actually not on that. But Warriors are the second most in NBA history, but they are leading the 4 major professional sports categories in finals appearances. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm Alex Thompson. I hope you've learned some new sports information today. Please comment, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.